and they're going to realize it really quick. And some of the stuff, I promise you, both of you guys running that little John Deere remember dealing with. So for the guys that have never snowblowed, this is going to not be so fun for them. So when it's snowing, it's going to go into that group chat. There's going to be a really detailed message that goes into the group chat on what the plan is going to be. I'm dealing with so many people that are relying on me for service. If I do not deliver that service, I'm sued up to my eyeballs. I know to you guys it's just a job, but to me it's literally life or death. Generally speaking, it's better to show up 1 or 2 hours before the planned dispatch. So if I say we're going out at midnight, start trickling in the yard around 10, 10:30. Gives you enough time to talk, figure out what's going on, get your tractor warmed up, go through your pre-op forms. You're going to grab your tablets, activate them, log on. You're on the clock once the tablets are on. Pre-ops, pre-store meetings, so we're going to tell you guys a few different things. So like, generally speaking, if Trevor's on zone 1 and Aiden's on zone 2, those are your guys' zones for the whole season. So if there's a customer in that zone that I know said something or some spot, we're also going to add it to your tablet, but we'll also tell you individually, like when you get to this street, look out for this address and make sure you do this or make sure you do that. So you can't really just have your brain turned off. You got to be thinking and paying attention because each one of you are going to be in over 100 driveways easily. So you got to let the tractors warm up, let the hydraulics warm up as well. Don't just let it idle and then obviously you leave. When we leave, you guys are going to see on the tablets, there's Platinum Pass customers and there's Basic Pass customers. So we do a circle around the town. All of us have our own list of Platinum customers. So if Trevor's route has 100 customers, there could be 25 of them that are Platinum. So we're going to do those 25 first. Even if the neighbor's driveway is staked, you skip it. That's a Basic customer. First order is to get Platinums done. Once we're done, pretend Trevor's imaginary 25, then we return and do the entire 100 as a whole. So Platinum gets hit a second time, and we do Basic. That is all part of one route pass. So for us to complete everything we need to do that night, one time, Platinums get done twice, Basics get done once. Generally we do 2 passes, so that means Platinum gets done 4 times and Basic gets done twice. Everything I just told you should tell you how long of a shift this is going to be. It's going to be brutal. This is not an easy job by any means. Obviously, if you're getting to the point of exhaustion, like it's up to your safety, right? So like if you're getting exhausted, go back to the yard, whatever. Like my door is always open at the house, right? Like go take a sleep, just an hour, something, right? Like when there's a fire, firemen don't get to say, sorry, I can't come in. It's literally their only job is to fight the fire. Driveway stakes. This year I took it an extra level because of stuff that happened with last winter where we were telling drivers, and we even had it that it was gravel, and they weren't paying attention. And you guys will see on your tablets, it'll tell you when you're in a gravel driveway or not. But I think it's a lot easier for you guys and for me being in the field to be able to look out your back window and know right away what type of driveway am I in. If you see one of those red signs, you are in a gravel driveway. It's pretty simple. So when you show up and you see gravel, you lift your blower, you lift your top link. So what you're going to notice in any tractor, even if you end up in an M5, there's a third lever. It's a hydraulic top link. I'm going to have a red sticker. You see red, move to red. That's simple. If you see red, move the button to red. It will put the blower in what we call our gravel setting and snow blow the driveway that way. You don't want to ever see rocks just barreling out of that snow blower. No. Ever.
So did that hit a window or something?
If it hits a window, it destroys the blower. It ends up all over their front lawn. We end up having to redo the work in the summer, right? So it's not ideal. Be alert. Now, next Friday, we're going to have to, as a team, let these people know that, right? So you're going to probably have a buddy, you're going to have a buddy. We're going to have to tell people, like, look, this is what this means, and this is beyond important. This is huge. And if you notice, like, even in January, if you notice one of the red signs is gone, you tell us, and in between the next snowstorm, we got to get that red sign up. We might even send the guy in the truck to go install the red sign that night, because we cannot have the driveway unmarked, because we don't know what's underneath of it. All it takes is one night in January for the snow to thaw. The guy doesn't have a red sign, next thing you know, the entire driveway's gone. But yeah, 2 black signs is paved or concrete or something that you don't need to worry about so much. You can just drop your blower and go. But it's the gravel ones that I'm really worried about, especially because of some horror stories that have happened. It's natural, right? You're going to throw some rocks. It's going to happen. There's no way around it. Just don't take her down to topsoil. Uniforms got to always be worn. That is not optional. I had some guys last winter that really liked to just not wear a uniform one night and wear it a different night. You're working, right? Like you got to be looking like the brand. It can't be a question who you're working for. Yeah, so I give you guys uniforms, just wear them. Like we're only out there for 24, 30 hours at a time. Have it on. Mutual respect too. Like, there's going to be a lot of good guys, and there's going to be a lot of, not that they're not good, but they're going to be a lot more slow. They're new. They don't know what they're doing. Don't bully them. We already have a hard time filling this room as it is with operators. If we get a guy that's willing to show up, he can suck as bad as he wants. Take the time, show him what he's doing, and be patient with him. Don't just make him feel like he's inadequate as an operator. Everyone had their first time driving a tractor. Like, that's just the truth of it. So let them kind of have their room to breathe. And the bigger we get, we're going to need to kind of remember that. Because there's going to be a lot of guys showing up that don't know exactly what they're doing. Social media, anything that goes on in here, that's what Mitch is here for. He's our social media guy. But yeah, once again, I'm not your boss, the clients are. So if you ever get fired or let go or talked to by me, it's not me, it's the customer. There's no part of me that wants to do it. There's no part of me that wants to be hard on anybody, okay? I want us to all just have a good time, a fun winter, and I love snow removal. But if I'm talking to you, it's because a customer said something. The customer's my boss, the customer's your boss. Without the customers, we're not in this room. I'm not sitting here like this big rich boss that's going around making a ton of money. I sacrifice every day for this business. So when someone's getting, all fired up about, 2 hours of pay, I'm kind of like, I want people that are invested in what we're trying to do here. I think that this is a company and a concept that could give everyone in this room a career till the day we're dead. I believe in it, and I think it will, but we gotta have people that are on board with the mission, not just on board to get their paycheck and then never see them after January or never see them after April. Like, I want to see Trevor, I want to see you this summer. I want you to find a passion, I want you to love it, and I want it to be a spot that you can feed your kid. Like, I want it to be something that kind of turns into like a brotherhood in a way, not just a job. And it takes time, right? We've grown a lot. You can ask Aiden and Quinn, compared to last winter, the size difference is crazy, and it's just going to keep getting bigger if we stay committed to it, but we need to all kind of realize why we're here. The truth is, what I prefer to do, and I think everyone here would agree too, is just get one pass done, then take your break. So take an hour in between restarting everything. So finish one round, take a break. We normally would go to A&W or something, we'll just kind of hang out. We'll just take it easy, and that's your chance to go on your phone.
Just drive your tractors right there?
Yeah. We'll just park, and you can do anything you want. That if you live close enough by, you can drive home for the hour. It's unpaid. Do whatever you want. It's your time to kind of just chill out and get your head back in the game, and then we'll just keep that cycle going. So generally speaking, if you work, if you worked, well, for example, 16 hours, there's 2-hour breaks in there. So you get paid for 14 hours, and 2 of those hours it's up to you to take. If you didn't, and I know you didn't, then it's fine. I'll pay you for it. But generally speaking, you want to take a break. It just keeps you in the zone, and we don't want to get in trouble with worker safety. So the guys that are going to be in the L6060s, these, I always say they're like the beginner type chassis size of tractors, but the truth is they're just as much of a tractor as any other tractor on the fleet. They can do a crap ton amount of work if you know how to drive them. The biggest thing that you're going to find breaking on these are your sway bar links, and that's the same for everything. If you're in an M5, if you're in an M6, it don't matter. There's those sway bar links, they're going to break. So if you're driving down the road and you notice the ass end of your blower, like the ass end of the tractor, your blower is swinging left and swinging right really hard, like if you turn left and your blower swings to the right and you hear it bang, that means your sway bars are not set up right. So park your tractor, lift the blower off the ground, swing it, and put the pins in so that way your sway bar is not doing that, because that's obviously putting a lot of stress on your sway bars, and we don't have those in inventory. So if they break, there goes that tractor for no real reason all night. The hydraulic top link, we've added them to every tractor this winter. Specifically the ones on the L60 I'm a little bit worried about. They look a bit light duty. Just baby it. Don't in any tractor, don't be just grabbing stuff, yanking it as hard as you can. Take your time, do your job right, and take care of the equipment that's going to pay all of us. The equipment is the only reason we're all here outside of the customers, right? Without the tool to do the job, we're all going to be out there all night with shovels. None of us want that. If something does happen to your top link, and it will probably happen, like each of us this winter, something's going to happen, go to the yard. You don't need to call the office. Like, this is one of those things, which is why I wanted everyone here. I'm in a tractor just like the rest of you. You guys don't need to call me. You don't need to, okay? I'm telling you right now, the top links, they're in the C-can. If you notice your top link break, drive the C-can. And what do? You put another top link on. Okay, like we're supposed to be operators here. We're not supposed to be like in MBCC how to operate. You should know how to keep your own tractor on the road.
What about fuel? Will we get a card for that?
You're gonna have it, so I'll get to that, but yeah, like small fuel capacity. So before you leave, it's up to you to make sure it's full. Now, generally speaking, the way it works is when we're in the yard, we will leave the yard, and all of us will go to a gas station together. That's normally when guys will get like snacks for the shift, some energy drinks, whatever, and you'll fill up your jerry can on the L6060. So the bigger tractors don't need one, but you guys definitely need one. So there's even gonna be times where I might forget and I'm just filling up your tractor. Remind me, like grab your jerry can when you pull up to the pump, I'll start filling your tractor, you go to the back, pull your jerry can out, make sure that I fill that up. That should give you enough to do one full route pass. If it doesn't, call a guy in the salt truck. He'll take your jerry can, you keep working, he'll come find you again. You don't gotta worry about any of it. There's tablets in every vehicle. We know where everybody is. And the other thing, which is obvious about an L60, and you guys both know this from being in the 4R last year, is the slow road speed. But this year, because of how many people are watching us, we need to be extra courteous. Generally speaking, I would tell all my drivers, just send it. Like, don't worry about it. We're doing our job. We can't think that way this year. Okay, like we're a big name now. And if we're on the road, people are piling up behind us, just pull over. Just move over, let them by. We don't need any reason to end up online. Because we have enough customers that all it takes is the tiniest thing and it will snowball out of control on us. We have to crush. Let's dial it in so we can have rooms full of these people. And we do have enough people that are going to be working for us this winter that this room will be full, but we're getting a first-hand experience of the type of crowd we're working with. We're up against the odds. Yeah. Every way, shape, or form. We're working with unpredictable weather and we're working with unpredictable men. So we got to somehow rope it together. I don't know if that means we double up on staff count and that way we're always over full. Always. We fill our tractors, tell the other guys, sorry, we're full. I don't know if that's an option, but if you guys know anybody that can drive tractor, just bring them in. Like the odds are, by the looks of it, we're always going to need people. And honestly, I'm glad that I have this in here because I'm going to be in one. Any one of you guys could be in the other, the way it's looking. And if you're in an M5, your clutch is in or out. That's it. There's no in between. Those clutches cost $25,000. If you're going to drive it right. What Trevor did last winter was the smartest thing he could have done. What did he say? He said, I don't know how to, I'm not comfortable. I'd much rather him tell me that than him call me on Christmas Day when I'm already in the most stressful snowstorm of my life and say my tractor's broken. He told me he didn't know how to drive it at the time, wasn't comfortable with it, and now he's still here this winter. Anyway, so when you're snowblowing, and this is also, it's mainly applicable to the M5 because they have really weak clutches, but it's applicable for every one of the tractors. I know Quinn was running his wrong last year. I know I was running mine wrong last year. Me and Quinn were even surprised when the dealership told us when one of the tractors broke. Your tractor should never be over 1,500 RPMs, period. Because those PTOs have PTO clutch packs, wet clutch packs inside of them. So if your tractor's full tilt, imagine revving your car up to 3,000 RPMs and putting it in gear. Do that 400 times a night, times 2, 800 times a night. Yeah. You're gonna roast out of that clutch. It makes no logical sense. And the second the dealership told me that, I realized I've been running tractors wrong too. So if you're running, especially one of the big tractors, set your RPMs around 15, 1,800 tops. 1,800 tops. Then use your foot throttle. So if you want more road speed on the road, run your foot throttle to get up to that 3,000 RPMs. So you're going as fast as you can down the road. Yeah. But that way when you take your foot off the foot throttle, it resets itself at 1,800 RPMs and you're good to do that driveway. You don't got to worry about, you don't got to rev the tractor all down or nothing. It is a game of speed, but just don't have it like just screaming at you for 18 hours in a row. You're also burning a crap ton of fuel for no reason. That tractor's got ample horsepower. You can get the snow, like if it snowed 5 centimeters, and I used to have my tractor at 3,000 RPMs, it's not needed. Like the tractor can get it out of the blower, right? It's not that much snow. And I think actually this regen, I don't know why I only put this on the M5, I think this applies to every tractor. I believe even the L60s do a regen. Yeah. So if you are sitting inside of your tractor this winter, there's a light down by the right hand of the steering wheel. There's 3 cubes that are buttons. You're going to notice the top one is going to start flashing orange. When that starts flashing orange, your tractor needs a regen. If you don't regen it, it's going to throw you into limp mode. So if a random rookie this winter calls anyone in this room and asks, why is my tractor so slow? Tell them to regen. It's limp mode. The tractor's trying to protect itself. It's trying to do a burn off. Most of the newer ones can regen automatically and they'll do it while you're operating. The M5, just because it's a more base model tractor, you actually got to stop. You need to make sure everything's in neutral. Your shifter over here, neutral. Your shifter here, neutral. Rev the tractor all the way down to idle. Once you're in idle, That light will turn solid, press it again, press the button that lights up underneath of it in the triangle, the tractor will automatically regen for 15 or 20 minutes. It will rev itself up, you just sit there, go on your phone, hang out. And you'll just wait, and once the tractor goes back to a normal idle, it's done its burn off. You really gotta look out for your height. If it does not work at all, you gotta let me know ASAP. So next Friday night when we're doing our dry run, I need you to take your sweet time. You go into every corner of those driveways and you make sure you can fit. If you can't, then we're gonna have to rework all the routes. But for right now, the M6 is honestly in the worst spot that it could be, and it's only because we need the big tractor to do the big distance. Worst case, I'll go out and trim up some trees on some of that route's homes, but we gotta make sure that that tractor's kinda taken care of a little bit. And obviously, the biggest thing that I know Quinn even had a thing with is you're in the biggest tractor on the fleet, and anyone that ends up hopping in that tractor, even with the L60, it matters for every one of these tractors have the ability to destroy someone's house. If you're backing up to somebody's garage, that's the time to think. Be dialed in. Like you gotta be focused in. And sure, mistakes can happen, but with the type of setup we have right now, mistakes can't happen. This one's, I think everyone's really familiar with this topic. It's our favorite thing to do all night, 3 o'clock in the morning. Changing shear bolts. So, this year, which is a little bit different than last year, and I know everyone that's driven that 4R is going to love it. I think even the guys in the big tractors are going to love it. But traditionally, we had our shear pins just loosely thrown inside of our toolbox. We had all of our wrenches just loosely thrown. Actually, generally, it was just adjustables. And if you were in one of the rental tractors, well, you'd be lucky to even have a shear pin inside of your tractor.
I didn't have any.
Yeah, you didn't have any. This year, that's not going to be a thing. I'm done slowing the operation down for something as stupid as a bolt. It is dumb. Really, really dumb, and we're the professionals of what we do. We're supposed to be the best operators in this town. So we should not be getting strung up on that. Before you guys leave, part of your pre-op is checking your shear bolt count. Have at least 20 of both sizes in your box ready to go. We have them inside, basically like Tupperware containers in your toolbox, sorted by size. So you always know. Keep them organized. That way you can just read the top of it. Okay, this is this one. Grab 2 out of them, pop them in. You're good to go. Yeah, we got sockets and ratchets for everybody, I think. So it should be a lot easier. You don't got to sit there with an adjustable with your hands freezing. And we're keeping all the tools inside tractor cabs now.
Perfect.
So they don't rust out, they're warm, and they're good to go. Now you got to make sure that's on everyone's pre-op form, and you can't just sign off on a pre-op form. Check that they're there. Because if you call at 3 o'clock in the morning and you signed off on your pre-op saying that they were there, well, I'm not getting off my route to go get you a wrench. It's literally there. You guys sign it at the bottom, and I stamp it to let the tractor out of the yard. So everything this winter that you guys noticed that was sloppy, we're tightening it up again. We need to tighten it up. We have to be on the ball. And if everyone has the same responsibility, because I'm out in the field. I'm one of you guys this winter. I'm not managing. I'm in the field. I'm a driver just like you with a route just like you. If one of us goes back to the yard because we're low on shear pins, that's fine. If you're popping shear bolts, great, at least we have them. If you notice that we're low on inventory, let someone know. Don't let it slip through the cracks. Right away, send it in the group chat. We need a refill of this. Always make sure that C-can has the parts that are breaking in it. If you're going into the snow too quick, you're going to pop a shear pin. If you're going into the snow too slow, you're going to clog. Both are equally as frustrating and will lead to you hating this job. You need the snow. Ross always taught me it's like an arc. You want to see the snow cleanly arc out of the blower. If it's right choppy, you're going too slow, it's about to clog. If it obviously nothing, it's shear bolt broke. So you got to keep the snow consistently going in at a speed, and now the first few storms, you guys will find the sweet spot. Finding the sweet spot, it sucks, because you're in and out of the tractor all the time. Once you find the sweet spot though, you don't break a shear bolt. I think I broke one all last winter because I hit a rock. If the snow is really wet, and it's planning to freeze at 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that, and it's raining at first, don't turn your blower off.
I don't.
Leave it running. Because that start and stop, that quick turn on, is what snaps those bolts. Because they weaken them. Because it's a quick, change, they're cold. If you just keep everything in the system moving, just drop it into the snow, lift it up, go to the next driveway. Now, if you're going down the main road, turn it off. But if you're just going you have 30 houses that are back to back, there's no point in burning out the PTO clutch pack that many times. Yeah. There's no point in doing any of it. Just leave it on. Like, it makes it way easier, because that's when it will break. You'll turn your blower on, you'll just hear ping, and then you're like, oh, you gotta get in. So, anyway, that's shear bolts. And some of the bigger blowers have 2 different slots for you to insert shear pins. You want to make sure, which you can see in that picture, the way that he has the bolt in doesn't matter. Some of the bolts that we have are a bit longer. So if you put them in the way he did, it'll get wound up in the chain. And there goes your entire night. It's over. Put the bolt in the other way. Just even if the bolt's short, just put it in the other way. Not what he has here, the other way. Face the long part towards the center of the blower in an area where it can't hit anything. There's no point in even risking it. The next one is the PTO shaft. So it's the same thing. You can see the slice there where the grease is kind of oozing out. That is the PTO, which connects to the drive system on the PTO of the snowblower. It's the same concept. That bolt, if those 2 points are not connected, the blower's not going to engage whatsoever. Same idea. If you need to, you can put anything through there. Keep the blower going. We have some PTO shafts that I prefer not to use because we dropped a fan out of a blower last year because of it. But we have some PTO shafts that do not even have that shear pin. It's just solid connection. Now with that, you're risking damaging the blower, which happened to us. We ripped the entire fan right out of the blower. It's the same thing as the other one. There's certain bolts that are longer. If you put them in, now this one he has it in the right way. If you put them in the other way, you can never get them out. Because every time you try to pull them out, they hit the skirting on the PTO shaft.
Yeah.
It's a pain.
Yeah.
So make sure that when they break, you put them in from the back. So that way, because sometimes when they break, they get almost like jammed up in there because one piece will slowly move away from the other piece, and everything gets right tense. When a shear bolt breaks, the first thing you do for your safety and just to make the job 10 times easier, turn the tractor off. All the way off. Leave the power on so your 4-ways are flashing so people know you're outside of the tractor, but just turn it off. Because you got to realign those 2 plates to put the bolt through. The tractor will not let you spin the PTO shaft or the blower at all with the tractor on. It locks up. So you got to turn the tractor off. The second the tractor's off, everything should be free spinning. You should be able to grab the PTO shaft and spin it with your hands until the holes are lined up. If you can't, it means something's in the blower, which is why everyone here is going to have an ice pick on the back of their snowblower. So you can go underneath, you can open up the back door on the snowblowers, get all the ice, rocks, or whatever's in there out of it, so you can free spin that blower until those 2 points line up, slide your bolt through, get back on the road. This process sounds really confusing when I'm saying it out loud with all this, but it should take like 5 minutes, if that. I remember me and Quinn were in K Park last year, and I think he changed 2 of them in a matter of like a minute. The little things will trip you up. You forget to turn the tractor off. Well, you forget to turn the tractor off, and you get out, and you try to turn it, and you're like, why isn't it turning? I can't get them to line up. And then you just need to turn off the tractor, and all of a sudden everything works. Right? If you forget one step, then it all kind of gets a lot more difficult. I want to see everyone change a shear bolt before we leave. I don't care if you're in the truck. I don't care if you're a shoveler. I don't care if you're a tractor driver. Everyone, I want to see them change a shear bolt. I do not want either of these things to happen, but we need to have a plan for if they do. So if the tractor breaks down, you're going to call the office. Let them know right away. Don't call me, because I'm probably going to freak out at you. Not because I'm mad, because I'm frustrated and overwhelmed in the moment, and I got a lot of stress. So call the office, say, look, this happened. This is all I know. Be honest. There's no point in lying. There's none. There's absolutely none. Okay? Like if you say to the doctor that you fell down the stairs, but they can tell someone abused you, you look like you're crazy. Because they know the truth, right? So when I send my tractor in to get diagnosed, I'm going to know what happened. So just tell the truth. Because then instantly I like you, I respect you. I might not like the situation, but I understand it. It happens, it's equipment. Tell the truth. Whatever you know about the situation, relay it to the office. The office will let me know. All I need to know is the tractor's down for the count. All I need to know is that everything's changed, the pressure's on a little bit higher, and we got to dial it in. If it can be fixed on the side of the road, we're going to have somebody swing by to fix it. If we're all getting paid by the hour to do one thing, get the snow off these people's driveways, I don't care if every tractor's broken. The job still hasn't changed. Driveways, snow off them. It's that simple. So if my tractor breaks, I don't care. I'm going to grab my shovel, I'm going to call Devin and say, come fix this tractor, and I'm going to shovel driveways until the tractor's fixed. Or until all the driveways are done. It's not ideal at all. None of us want to do it. I know Willie last year didn't want to do it, but he did it because he needed to. The customers, they don't care. They didn't pay you to do it in a certain model tractor at a certain time of day. They paid you to get the snow off the driveway. If you got to grab a shovel, grab a freaking shovel. Grab a shovel. Do it. It's not the end of the world. We'll get through it. The tractor's going to get fixed. The shift might feel long, but the winter's going to feel short. You're going to look back and you're going to have a good time overall. Damage or an operator failure, that's a bigger thing. A lot bigger. If you back into a house, if you run into somebody's gutter, if you nick someone's corner of their car, a lot of obstacles. You're in the middle of rush hour traffic, you're driving a tractor, you're speeding, quick as, well, not literally speeding, but you're going as quick as you can go, trying to speed run your route because you want to go home. If, God forbid, anything happens, you need to tell me right then, because I need to get that crap fixed. It's important for our name, our reputation, our character as men, that it gets fixed. Okay, the person didn't sign up for us to damage their house. We got to fix it. It's on us as a team to fix. It makes us all look greasy. It makes us all look shady if we're just out there playing that game. Because you might save your own ass that night by not telling the office something happened. But guess what? The customer lives there. Yeah. They're going to know something happened. They're going to call. They're going to tell me. I'm, of course, going to look like an idiot that doesn't know how to manage his team right. And I'm going to say, I didn't know. Doesn't that sound a bit shady? They're going to be like, sure you didn't know, bud. You were just trying to pull a fast one on me. Just like that, that bridge is burned. Every house that we've ever caused damage at, besides one, we've never gotten back again. And do you blame them? I don't blame them. But all those situations could have been solved instantly if the operator told me, and I went down to the house and talked to that customer face to face. Yes, we're in business, we're trying to make money, and obviously we all want to keep the job. And it's not like if you hit somebody's house, I'm going to fire you. Quinn bumped into a garage door last year, but I knew about it. Well, it's not the end of the world. We're in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of driveways every night. We're literally in a business model where we are serving people. That's what we're there for. We're no different than anyone else in the service industry. We're there to help people. So if you make a mistake in the process of helping them, go the extra mile to help them again and let someone know that can help them by fixing it. What you need to be attentive to, just stuff that I've kind of noticed over the years. Some of this stuff I've noticed guys that just really weren't paying attention to it. Other stuff I've learned it myself the hard way. First one is lamps. I've told every customer, because they have an equal responsibility, keep the lights on. We got to see them. I give you guys credit. 3 o'clock in the morning, snow blizzard, whiteout conditions. If the light's not on, it's kind of hard to tell what's over in their front lawn, 30 feet away, because your cab's covered in snow, salt, and everything else. But if you see a light or whatever, and that's another thing, next Friday night during our dry run, it's not a whiteout. You can see. Look around. Observe. Where am I going to put the snow? Where am I definitely not going to put this snow? Because there's places you can put that snow that will cost so much money. Fences, they're not there to be your snow retaining wall. Who would have guessed? The guy that built that wooden fence for decoration, he didn't build that to hold 10,000 pounds of liquid slush. So if you're dumping snow all along the side of their fence, don't be shocked when the next time you show up, their fence is all the way down, and now we have to go out there next summer. Either we have to figure out how to redo that entire fence, or we have to pay the money. And just for reference, fences are $80 per foot. Eaves and doors. If there's a garage door on a house, you'll notice if this is a garage door, the eave comes out. We light up where we're working. We have so many tower lights, especially on the big tractors. They are beyond blinding. Don't do that to people on the road. Okay, like people can actually crash. And I know it's funny, I would laugh myself, but it's really bad looks if you're out there high beaming people. Because to them in a car, they're going to high beam you, and I've done it myself. You have your nose lights on, they flick their high beams at you, you go, oh yeah, okay bud, you flick your tower lights on, you just blind them. I did that one time, and guy couldn't see, went off the road and smacked a tree. It's funny, but it's not at the same time. I know the tractors get muggy, right? They're gonna. You're inside of a cab that's just recycling its own air. You're in there all damp and sweaty after friggin' 18 hours. You want to open your back window? Just don't. Your snowblower literally is facing your tractor. If you're snowblowing a driveway, first of all, you can knock yourself out, get pelted with a rock that you're not even ready for it to hit you. Then I get in trouble because I'm employing you. And 2, if you're going down the road, if you turn the chute with an inverted blower, right, that chute will come right back at you. You turn that chute slightly too far, there goes your whole back glass. I'm not pulling that tractor off the road because you need fresh air. You're going to operate all night without a back window. That's going to suck, isn't it? Freezing cold rain. It's happened before. Guy got out with his hoodie frozen solid. Blinkers, you're a vehicle. I'm bad for this. I got caught, not one of my workers. I did last year. I got caught by a customer running a stop sign in a neighborhood at 3 o'clock in the morning. Why? Because I thought it was stupid. Why am I going to stop for a stop sign in a neighborhood with no people awake? There's nobody else on the road but me, and I hate it. Trust me, I hate it. Because I'm the type of operator, I want to go. I want to fly. And you'll see me when I'm operating, it's almost scary to watch because of how quick and how fast I get to where I need to be and get out. But if I see a stop sign, I'm the only one on the road, I gotta stop. I need to. That could be his decision factor, and if he likes us or if he doesn't. If he likes us, he's going to recommend us. Say, oh, I see them driving by all the time, super respectful guys, get their job done, they're out all night. He sees us run through a stop sign every single night, what's he going to say? They're friggin' idiots. They're out there driving around like goons. Middle of the night, they're just blaring around corners, doing everything else. The goal is to do every single driveway in this town. The goal is not to have half them hate us. It's not the goal. And I know trying to make everyone love you is impossible. The key word is that you got to try it. We can't just neglect the fact that that's the goal. Right? Yes, our goal is to have fun. The first goal is to do the job right and do it legally. In something that everybody in that town stares. Every kid will point. Every grown-up will stare at you. Everyone is looking at you. You get more looks.
Cops.
Oh yeah, you get more looks in one of these tractors going down the main road than you would in a sports car. All of our lights are going, we're like a circus. Everyone is watching you, and you're in a fishbowl. Everything around you is glass. They can see you from your toes to the top of your head. Every part of you, you're sitting there and everyone's staring at you, especially during rush hour. I like listening to music really loud. I love it because I get fired up. 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm just out there rocking and rolling, getting the job done. Learn the tractor first, because there's 2 things tractors do. So you want to be able to hear them. If you have music up, you can't hear them. The only time that you can kind of turn the music up a bit is when you're so used to that, you can almost feel, like, because all audio is like a vibration. That's all noise is vocal cords making a vibration. You can feel the tractor. You can feel when something's off, like almost through the steering wheel or something. It just feels slow. It feels like something's off. There's some lever feels tense. You can feel it. So then you're still listening to the tractor, but just your focus is on the tractor and on the job, not on listening to music, making sure that when you're at a red light, you look cool. If you watch, this is me doing the driveway. When I first started, I curved out at the end. I back up, drop my blower, it's all one fluid motion. I'm chucking it always to the side, and I'm moving closer to the side that I'm throwing the snow, and you can see me angling the chute and moving, I call it fluttering the hydraulics, as I'm leaving. So the blower's always moving. If you keep the blower at a 90-degree angle, you're going to end up chucking that snow into the road. We're going to get a fine from the city. If you see, I'm turning and I'm moving I'm keeping the snow on their property right there. And when I leave and I lift up the blower, there's no snow on the road. If you lift your blower too quick, you're going to leave a snowbank in the middle of the road. By January, you won't even have to think about the next house because you already know where you're going. You'll start setting up your hydraulics where your blower is before you even get to the house because you already know what you're going to do. You already know where you're going to put the snow. You already know what you're planning to do. It's a lot more of an art than people think. People will be like, oh, you're just snowblowing. How hard can it be? I shoveled driveways when I was a kid. It's a lot. We're talking about milliseconds, seconds. They matter. The amount of driveways we're doing, every second matters. Break it down to be a system. 30 seconds to a minute for a driveway. Pop it, pop it. You got it. On to the next, on to the next. It's like, one of our best drivers we have is pumping 35 driveways in an hour. Every hour, 35 driveways can be completed. Now that's not to tell you to rush, because when you're rushing, you forget stuff, you break stuff, you get overwhelmed, you get stressed, and you quit. I want everyone to love what they're doing, but always have in the back of your head, I know I can get quicker. I can get quicker at this. I know I can get quicker at this. This software has been released only to a select few contractors that they've kind of reached out to and discussed with. We've got our hands on this software, and I want to be a part of helping build this software, so we're one of the test people for this software. This is built with Stefano, with a guy named Matt, who is the CEO of Aurora, and I'm going to invest in them. I think this software is going to be the future of this industry, and we're going to run it across everything this winter. It does everything for you. All you guys do is these tablets, when you guys show up, you turn them on, you click the Aurora app. Because we're not only everyone talking about us, we're a big name, whatever. We're live tracking on our friggin' website. Everything you do, everywhere you go, not just our customers, the whole public is watching you. It's live on our website. Everywhere you go is broadcasted.
Our website gets over 1,000 people a day.
If you have to get off of your route for any reason, I need to know right away.
Yeah, like that's the other point. So alerts are active between 7 a.m. and 11 p.m. So from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. at night, if you are in driveway A, B, C, D, and E have been given a phone call and email saying you're on the way. You have somebody stop you, or you need to go somewhere, or there's another driveway that you gotta quickly go do, you can't just go do it. It's not that simple.
You have to leave.
You have to call the office and say, I'm hopping off my route, because if you don't,
they're gonna be like, where'd you go?
yeah.
Your notifications will just keep getting sent.
Yeah. If it only accumulates to like 2.5 centimeters,
We're out.
we're out, but we're only doing platinum. So it might only take us an hour and a
So
half.
same with 3 or 4 centimeters, we're only doing platinum.
If it's closer to 4, we might just pull the trigger on basic. But yes, if anything under 5 centimeters, we're only doing our platinum customers. And we're just going to do them 4 times. We're just going to keep going. So it might take us 4 or 5 hours, tops.
That's
Nice normal work day. Now, if we get a 20 centimeter dump, buckle up. Because every one of our radars, all of our triggers were just met in one big blow. Everything in this slideshow is not about what we're going to do when everything's going right. When everything's going right, I don't need to sit down and lecture you guys. Communicate with you guys firmly, directly, kind of let you guys know that I'm serious about all this. We need to have our heads screwed on straight with everything I just told you when stuff doesn't go right. When your tractor's working, you're going to be comfortable doing your job. Then something goes wrong. That's when you're going to control your emotions. You're going to try to get a hold of yourself and not panic. If you're changing a shear bolt, your hands are cold and you damage something, don't friggin' crash out. Like, I get it. It's frustrating. You want to freak out. I realized that when I was making this slideshow. I was like, oh, I've internalized a lot of what I've learned. And I wasn't always the best at telling guys that I've hired. I would traditionally just throw you guys into the thick of it, and I'd get frustrated. So I tried to just brain dump as much as what I've learned as I could. There's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot. And there's a lot of learning that is naturally going to happen. There is in no world room to learn on that first snowstorm.
The software's new to all of us. We've never used this. Like, I've done courses, I've met with Matt, the founder of it all, and I know a lot about it, but there will be kinks we need to work out. And there's the only way we can figure that out is in the field.
Don't get overwhelmed by it. If we're going to do a practice run next Friday night, if you guys wake up, don't be lazy. Think about the job you got to do. And if you're like, you know what, I really think another dry run would benefit me.
Yep.
We'll do it again. I guess that's really it.
Good enough.
Goodbye.
I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, see you next Friday.